everyone. I am here from Myrtle Beach in my hotel room with this, whatever setup this is. I did my best, guys. It's really pretty funny. You're going to get a kick out of it. But I am here with the new moon soul connections and separation reading. Today is August 29th, and the new moon is actually tomorrow. But I had a little bit of time this morning before I have to go to an appointment that I wanted to get this reading out for you. So I was hoping that you'd be able to see the ocean, the beautiful ocean behind me, but it's weird. Like something happens with the light when I sit down right here, because I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to stand up and hold this up so you can see. It's like when I'm out of the picture, you guys can see. You guys can see the beautiful view. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I haven't been here since probably 2010. I don't think, and I have to say, like, the days that we had in Ohio this summer that were extremely disgusting and hot and humid, that's what it feels like already this morning here. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. So I'm sorry. I wanted you guys to have this beautiful view, but all you're going to see is me. And I actually I have an upside down ice bucket propping up my tablet on the table. So we're going to see how that goes. And it's still morning, so I've got to have some of my coffee. So I apologize for doing that. I usually try not to drink on camera. Obviously, I don't drink alcohol when I'm doing readings, but anything. But after traveling and working all day yesterday, I need to get my caffeine in. All right, so what a week this has been. The energy is insane. I've had so many crazy things happen. We're going to see what comes out for the collective, today. But I can tell you, I can't believe. Well, it's apparent for many, in this certain wave, at least that I'm in, how fast the masculines are starting to awaken and grow and change. I can't even believe. I mean, I feel like maybe two videos ago, I was like, I've seen no growth, I've seen no change, blah, blah, blah. This person's not on the same path as me, and then boom, like, wow. I can tell you guys, I feel the energy like really starting to balance to where he's really stepping into more of the masculine role, where I was more of the masculine, and I was more outgoing, and I'm kind of just retracting and feeling the need to kind of be by myself and in solitude and in hermit mode. It's really bizarre, and I'm feeling a lot of things happen energetically, vibrations. The telepathy is out of control, and this new moon is about resurgence in the connection, and just in romantic connections in general. And I can tell you that definitely is happening for many people. And there's still, though, truths and things that have not been revealed. And so that has been leading to triggering, a lot of triggering for the divine feminines. But it's just when you think about the progress and how things have changed as far as, it's just mind blowing, at least for me. And I still have a lot of purging to do here while I'm on vacation, but I can just tell you, like, the energy and the things when I've had time to kind of process everything on the travel down here, it's mind blowing. We're going to see what comes out for the collective, but I was called to wear, this dress is really, it's a LuLaRoe Nikki. It's really like a stretchy, cool wicking material. But I just love the colors of it. So the greens and the blues, I feel like I'm feeling like a lot of heart chakra activity, especially in meditations and with the telepathy. I feel like chest pain. I feel like the masculine's heart chakras are being activated. And there's throat chakra. I woke up in the middle of the night, Saturday or Sunday. It was so bizarre. I woke up in the middle of the night coughing uncontrollably, like for a couple minutes. I'm not sick. I had nothing going on. And then I had a bunch of other weird stuff happening, like sacral chakra energy, and I knew it was some sort of activation or something that was going on with the throat chakra. So, I was called to wear. I've got azurite on. I've got lapis, malachite, kyanite, jade. I mean, I've got all. And this might be malachite. This is as well. Anyway, I just was really feeling the blue and the green energy today. So we're gonna see what comes out. Unfortunately, I mean, you guys saw my post. I got pulled aside by airport security for having a tarot. I don't understand what it was. I think they said it was something about the colors showing up bright. I'm like, they look like little books or something. I mean, I have no idea what triggered it, but I thought it was really funny. So I don't have as many decks as I would like to have here, but we're gonna work with what I got, what I was called to bring. So I'm actually, like I said, I feel the energy shifting a little bit. So I'm called to, let's see, we're gonna do, let's do the masculine first. I'm gonna use the Chakra Wisdom Tarot to get the energy for the divine masculines. And again, you guys know that we have both energies within us. So it's really a matter of this is more, for me when I do this, the divine masculine is the actual male sex. And if you're in a heterosexual relationship, but you can definitely apply this, of course, because of the energies if it's a same sex dynamic. All right, so let's see. Divine Masculine Collective for the new moon. What is this new moon? What's going on with the Divine Masculines? Okay. All right, guys. Hopefully this holds up. This table's a little... I knocked my tablet over. Well, hello there. Yeah. This is exactly what's going on. At least in my situation here. So far. Surprised to see that card. Wow. Wow, guys. All right. So the masculines they're starting to become kings. They are. And I made a comment to this is some of my friends, like when in July I was like I had seen growth or whatever. I'm like, he's not even a knight, he's a page. Well, I got to tell you, you guys see energy can change, things can shift overnight if you manifest, and I've been doing a lot of manifesting, and it's happening because they're stepping into their King of Cups, and some of you may be dealing with a water sign. Doesn't have to be a water sign, but this is just a king who is in his emotions, who's starting to become balanced, who's starting to be more emotionally open with expressing what's going on in his head, what's going on, sharing things in his life. You can see this as indigo, which is the, I believe in this deck, there's an indigo, and then there's a couple different, it's hard to tell the difference. Yeah, that's the darker one, I think. I think this is, either way, it's associated with the third eye or the crown, which is all about connection to the divine and awakening. So it's absolutely beautiful. They're starting to step into this energy. They're starting to become the kings. The thing that's blocking them from coming forward is, fully coming forward, speaking their truth, and being ready, right, for this union is Nine of Pentacles. They're not feeling self-sufficient yet. They're not feeling like they're stable on their own, and they feel like they need to keep working on their finances and their career to get into a better place to be able, because they see how there's a woman here. They see their divine feminine as this woman who's got her shit together, and they don't feel like they want to be more of her equal in the financial career aspect and more stable before they can come forward. So for that reason, okay, so let me backtrack. I think I said they're starting to become a king. They're not quite a king, but they're very much there. Where they were, you had in the past couple weeks, Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's starting to search forward. They're in more of starting to get into their truth a little bit, right? Versus the pages, who I think are more, childlike. They're more about, and I'm not saying this about, any person in particular. I'm just saying in general sense is they're more, pages are just very immature and would be not living and standing in their truth. And they this masculine, I mean, you've got both of these knights, the passion, they're coming forward, a lot of them, and starting, to want to spend physical time with their feminine. But they're not quite at the king stage yet because they don't feel stable. But they're wanting to bring forth a resurgence, Eight of Wands, some sort of communication about this, and I think they might, communicate that to the feminine as to what's going on. I think they're going to be more open with where they are in their foundation and their life right now. This is red, associated with the root chakra. The thing that's got to happen though, they've got to get over. They've still sort of got this lack of confidence because they don't feel stable on their own. So they're kind of trying to take on this burden, Nine of Wands, to take on this burden alone, and not realizing, that they have this queen here who can help them pick up that last one and share the burden together. And I think that there's going to be, maybe some seeds planted in that regard, because I mean, you guys look at what we've got here for this new moon. I think this new moon is going to kind of, surge some things forward, right? Eight of Wands, that's all about resurgence, communication. I think some things that have been communicated from the feminine to the masculine, or that will during this time, are going to move things forward. And look what we got, no surprise. Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles. This for me is the awakening card. It has been, you guys know, every time I get this, I'm like, this is the awakening card. And I'm telling you, I know we've been seeing it in the readings come out a lot, but for me I'm seeing it in the physical. It's actually happening. It's really happening, and it's night and day, the growth that I've seen. Just, in a year, oh my God, but in just even a few weeks, it's just unbelievable. So what is this going to bring? When they start to awaken, they're going to get confidence, right? And confidence in seeing the bigger picture, that things can be manifested together. Three of Wands, the Trinity, Six of Coins. Oh my God, you guys, you can't make this up. Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles is the, for me, is like a working together, putting in time and resources together jointly. And then we've got the Four of Wands. We've got the Four of Wands, which is the Twin Flame 1111 card, the heart chakra. These things are coming out, but it's right now being hidden. He's still hiding it, and part of it is because he's not fully awakened, but he's not fully opened his heart. But I keep saying, I keep getting these heart chakra activations, and it may even be maybe by the full moon that's coming up in September. That might be when it fully, like the masks come off. But what I can tell you, sorry, that was on the bottom of the deck, and there'd be a new beginning there, right? So, but anyway, I digress. So going back to the spread that I pulled, the Eight of Pentacles, when he awakens, he's going to see 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. That, and look at that. That's the yellow. That's the solar plexus. Both of those are about confidence. Confidence and courage and look, just knowing that together they can have it all. Together they can have it all. That it doesn't have to be Nine of Pentacles is the solo energy here. It doesn't have to be that way. That it can be a team effort. Okay, so absolutely amazing. And so what's the outcome of that? Princess of Wands, which we know, is a page, but it represents communication, and it represents passionate communication from the heart, because it's green. What was I just saying, you guys? I was just talking about the heart chakra, that I was feeling all this stuff with the heart chakra. And I think there's going to be, for many in the collective, there's going to be, it's like this switch is going to go off. And these epiphanies, when they have these epiphanies and these activations come through, it's gonna be like boom, oh my God, yes, this is there is magic. There's divine magic here. It's magic, and a really, this 3D reality where I'm stuck and I have to feel like I have to do, there's a new paradigm, it's a shift, and things are going to change rapidly. Wow, wow, you guys, amazing, amazing. All right, so I'm gonna, actually, I'll get a message from the twin flame messages, from the masculine to the feminine. What message does the masculine have to the feminine at this time, this new moon? What message? You guys, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I don't even know what to say, quite frankly. What did I say? I said many of them, they're not admitting the truth. They're hiding under a false mask. And some of it is that they're not fully awakened, but they're just not ready to fully admit the depth or face the depth of the feelings. I don't know if I've ever had this one come out, honestly. I don't know if I've seen it before. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Wow. And you inspire me. So, we've said it before, that the feminines are the beacon, the light, and it's an alchemical process. And feminines, you just keep doing what you're doing because it's working. It's working. And there's no, the triggering moments, the things that happen, we're on this path, it's all part of the process. It's all supposed to happen the way that it is, right? Even when you're brought to your knees screaming, you're bringing up pain. Some of it's not even yours. It's ancient karma. It's stuff that, we were here to bring up and clear for the collective so that we can all ascend. So, wow. Okay, I need some coffee. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's get to the feminine. And this is I don't think I've done this before, but I was called, and I only brought 3 traditional tarot decks, so I don't really have much of a flexibility here, but I am using, usually I use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot for the masculine. I'm using it for the feminine today. So let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminines. Excuse me, Divine Feminines. Whoa. All right. Well, of course, you're the Divine Feminine. You guys, I'm not even, you saw me shuffle. I don't even know what to say. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I don't even, okay. So the Divine Feminine, we came out, and I think this is just a sign. I'm getting that this is a sign from the Divine that we are, just as the masculines are becoming kings, we are becoming the Empress. We are becoming the Goddess. We're there. Sorry, there's a gnat or something in here, but we're stepping into our power as well. And obviously the masculines, you'd want to see them be the emperor, to be the emperor and the empress, to be the counterpart, but the masculines are going through this very, very quickly, right? They've literally, from what I've seen, went from pages to close to being kings, like in matter of weeks. So they're getting there, and they're going to be an emperor pretty damn quickly at this rate, right? With all the energy waves and things that are coming in, the signs, the just everything is progressing. So Divine Feminines, we're getting there. We're stepping into our Empress mode, right? But some of it is we're still living at times in the 3D too much. Okay, we let these thoughts, these Page of Swords, we let these thoughts and fears block us from stepping into our divinity. We have to anchor the fifth dimension. Um, we have to anchor the fifth dimension and live in the fifth dimension as much as we can. And the problem is, and it's not a problem because it's part of this process, but we're, and it's okay to get triggered, I guess, is my point is when you get triggered, recognize it. Okay, when this happened to me last time, immediately I was like, all right, this is my ego. This is my ego. I know this isn't what it is. It's not, I'm interpreting this the wrong way. Just breathe, and it took me and I still have some stuff that I need to get out from that episode. But I just looked at everything from a higher perspective, and I'm just like, you got to focus on the progress that's being made. Okay, focus on the progress and realize why this is happening. Right? What is it? What lessons is it trying to show you? What wounds are being brought up for healing? The more that you and you've got to, feminines, we've got to live in our hearts, and a lot of the most of the traditional 3D relationship paradigms don't apply here. So where many of us, you would have been done a long time ago, you would have moved on. You would have, this is about a mission that was signed up for before we came here. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But I can tell you, when you face these things, honestly, kind of with a sword in hand, coming from your heart, not up here, it becomes, each time it happens, you're like, okay, and you keep ascending. And clearly we are. Because it's triggering the masculines big time as far as making their ascension. It's pulling them along. But there is some healing and recovery that we need to be doing right now, Four of Swords, because of the triggers that are coming through. For many of you, coming back into contact, into spending time with your counterpart, it's going to bring up a lot of stuff. The energy is really intense, and you just need to know that that's normal. It's okay. And it's actually, if it's not happening, it's kind of like, okay, it's to me, it's a necessary part of the process. But there's been major transition these past couple weeks, death, closing out the past. For many of you, divine feminines, I'd picked up on in other readings where you weren't even sure who your masculine was. You weren't sure you even wanted to do this. You would try to get off path, and you would, there's been kind of this shift where finally it's like you stop resisting, and then it's like, boom, things just start moving forward. So I think we're definitely in July, all the eclipses, there's been a big transition of things. And so, and it's been very noticeable. Like I said, for me, the past couple weeks has been crazy. But, in our typical, human 3D reaction, we want it to move faster. We want the chariot. We want him to be coming in, to sweep us off our feet and just be like, yes, I want this. I'm ready. And so that leads to, the pain, the swords, and it leads, some of us too, especially if you come back into contact with them and you see them emerging into a king, and you see how strong they are and how they've grown. And it's just like, it makes the desire even so much more stronger, right? You have a whole new level of, oh my God, you really are, this is happening. You are on this path too. And when you start seeing that, then it brings back all this stuff, like this obsession. Like I want this person. I want it to happen. I want it to happen. Oh my God. And it starts at almost all over, like it was in the very beginning when you first met this person, and it was like new, because it is new, because there's been a death of whatever was happening before. But, so what ends up happening is when you go back into that mode of obsession and wanting it to happen, and not following the process, and just like going back into that chaser or unbalanced state, you get into, you're kind of self-sabotaging. 9 of Swords, it creates pain that we need to heal from. What was I saying earlier? I was just saying that I felt like things were switching and I was going into hermit mode. I mean, you can't make this shit up, guys. Soul searching. So the feminines, I think, are being called to kind of pull back and reflect on things and face the pain of what all this has triggered within us, but also just know that it's part of the process and focus on the beautiful progress that's happened. Oh my gosh, beautiful progress. Because when you do that, I think you're going to get some more truth coming out. This new moon is about the truth coming out, and evolving is moving on. But I don't think it's moving on. It's more to me in this deck, more about awakening. I think, see how there's a divine masculine kind of looking. I think the more we pull our energy within, we pull back, we start healing all this stuff that's come up, and balance our energy. I think it's going to make something happen pretty quickly for him to boom, awaken. And in any event, right? I'm not saying it's going to be a union. I think many of you are going to be coming into union. I think by fall equinox. But September, October. But it's at least going to move things along. It's going to get out of this stagnant energy, and there's going to be progress. All right, that's absolutely beautiful. Let's see what we got. Let's see what message. Actually, I'm going to pull up the shadows, twin flame shadows. That's what I'm called to do for the divine feminine. For what shadows may be triggered during this time. What things need to be healed. Yeah. Yep. Shocking. For me, it's shocking. I think the shocking part was just to see the drastic change from somebody to go from a page to a knight to a near king, like boom, and it's like it makes you think, oh my God, this is really happening. They're ready. They're going to be ready. But then there's secrets. They don't quite admit the truth. It doesn't quite come out. There's masks being worn. And so I think what we need to face as divine feminines is that feeling of, rejection, getting that strongly, not being wanted, not being desired, just being kind of another, whatever, woman that they hang out with that isn't really that special. Think about, that brings up abandonment wounds from childhood, rejection, all those types of things. Face those, grieve them. Oh, I had this, I don't think I said this, I think it's rhodonite. It's a palm stone, but I absolutely love it. And it's really good for helping to balance energy and heal those types of things. So, all right, I have no idea what time it is because I have an appointment I have to go to. I got a really good deal down here, but I have to sell my soul for 2 hours to a timeshare presentation, so it's okay. So I might actually go grab my phone and see what time it is. You guys will get a view of the ocean. Let me see. All right, for the connection, what do we got for the connection for new moon? All right, so there's that. I will be right back. All right. So I gotta be quick here. Oh, I shuffled. Okay. Wow, you guys, holy. Okay, I almost said something bad, but I was like, what is going on with this reading? This isn't good, but okay, so we've got some reversals in here, which are a little bit odd. But all right, so in the past, for many of you, there was a third party situation, Three of Swords. What I'm getting, and it was mirroring on both sides, because a lot of the feminines were doubting the connection, and they were you know, trying to move on, and weren't committing to this, because the masculines had someone else in 3D and weren't giving them time in 3D. So there was this mirroring going on with this third party, but that has ended, because the feminines, there's been a choice that's been made. Two of Swords is in reverse. There's been a choice that's been made, finally, to end this once and for all, to end this, the world, to close it out, to close out this third party crap in this connection, and just acknowledge, yeah, this person is on this path. This person's on this path. Now, whatever the outcome ends up being, you know, I'm speaking to as a feminine, to the feminines. You know, you signed up for this before you came to Earth. You know they did. Their free will, whatever it may be that would keep this from happening, you've got to detach from that outcome, right? But at the end of the day, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, divine feminines. I mean, and I'm not saying the masculines aren't. I'm just saying everything that's happening, once you've made that decision that, yes, this is, I acknowledge I signed up for this, no matter how painful it is, I'm going to face it, I'm going to do these things, I'm going to do the work. You know, number one, you're seeing the progress with this counterpart. The universe is not going to leave you empty-handed. Who knows how long it's going to take? But there is a new beginning coming, Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning, fresh start. But to get there, there's got to be some pain that's got to be purged, Five of Swords. So what I'm telling you, what I'm seeing is, I don't see third-party energy in this connection anymore. For this wave I'm channeling, I don't think, the feminine isn't getting frustrated and trying to go find someone else or date someone else or do any of those things. She's not giving up. She's committed as well. Even if the masculine is not, quote, committed in the way she is, I think he's working on himself a lot, and doing his own stuff. And there's none of this third party stuff is closed out. The Empress is the founding energy right now. What did I say earlier? That divine feminines are becoming this, and we're shining the light. We're showing the masculines the way. And what's happening is, the feminines have to take the lead on purging all of this karma, this pain, these things that have been triggered and stirred up. Face it versus fighting it. Face it versus fighting it. And know that right now that the truth is not being told about his full depth of his feelings. Things are being hidden, but look what's coming. King of Cups. I mean, you guys, oh my God. So King of Cups came out in the masculines reading. Empress came out in the feminines. And now in the connection, we've got the two. The king is going to come forward. He's going to take up her offer to work together as a team, Three of Pentacles, in the physical, the Trinity. He's going to realize this. And what did I say earlier? When it happens, it's going to happen really quick. The Chariot. There's going to be balance and harmony. That's exactly what I'm seeing. I think this new moon is going to be very potent. It's a super new moon, and it's going to bring about a lot of change, and a lot of progress. So I'm going to pull a card for a message for both partners on the, this is the Journey to Row. Okay. Rage. This rage is not who you truly are. You are love. So I think this is a message about a lot of the pain and the energy that's coming up. Remember when I was saying earlier that we need to face it, get out of our head, and stay in our heart space? I don't want to end on that one, so I'm going to do an oracle or language of the light. Let your light shine. See, what did I just say? Live from the heart chakra. There's going to, this pain that comes up, this Five of Swords, especially the feminines, you're the way showers, you're the Empress. You got to clear this karma, clear this stuff out, and when you do, the King of Cups is coming. And quickly. It's going to be like boom. So I'm so excited, guys. I can't wait to see you on the full moon on the next video. So I hope this was helpful for you. I always love to see your comments and just to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.